Hi everybody, it's Annie. I've been making bags. It's hot. You have to stay indoors. It's like 115 degrees where I live today, so definitely indoor weather. I had some of these photos that I printed out and some digitals, and so what I did was there were some frames in some of them, and so I just put some of these in frames. They're just, paper on them, and then you can add them to your projects. But the reason I made them is because I saw Lori, Girl on the Ridge, do something really similar. She put them on some bags that she had. I didn't have any bags, so I made some out of parchment paper because I seen she had embossed some of hers. So I had a couple embossing folders, and I just used parchment paper because I had some small little embellishments or little folder or whatever you want to call it that I needed a bag for. So these are some small ones, and I just sewed them and put them in my embossing folder. I'm sure you can see that, yeah. And they turned out great. Just put this one I clipped both at the top. These I left it at the back, and I just put a place in the front for you to put whatever you're gonna put in them. But anyway, I made different size ones and stuff, and they turned out really pretty, I thought. And like I said, I didn't have any bags, so I needed a bag, so I just made my own. And this one is it's quite large. It's long, and I thought I might try and put some type of I don't know, fold over on it or something, sew it on it, or across it or something. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I was kind of wanting like put a journal or something in it. But anyway, here's what I ended up doing. And like I said, I watched Lori do hers, and I just really liked it. And I had some scraps, which I know we've all got scraps, and so I ended up just putting some pictures. And here's one of the little things I made. And I don't know, am I too far away? Let me see, I just want to show you the front of the bag really good. And just some little appliques and some other just pieces, book papers, and I've done some stamping, some butterflies, and but I did not emboss this bag because I covered everything up on it, so I didn't emboss it. I just left it plain. But now I did sew the bag. It's just plain. And what I had was I had these leftovers that I had made, and I was gonna wanted to do something with them, and they were just stuff's just laying all over everywhere, and I don't have a place to contain it. So I thought, I'm gonna make these bags up and put these embellishments I have like this in the bags, and then when I get ready to share them, or which I'm sure I will, they're already, they'll already be in the bag and they'll be ready to go. So anyway, this is one little project I had tried. This is an envelope that I had, and I just done some sewing, and this is the front of it, and this is nothing but a piece of lace. Just a big piece of lace is all that is, that I put on the front. You can see where it's attached in the back with some little trim, but that's got book paper on it, and you can tell there where I sewed that. And like I said, this is just a piece of lace with just some embellishments, and I think I got this from Roxy Car 11. She had dyed it, and anyway, I think that's one. Anyway, there's a few little appliques and just some other little things that I had. So Anyway, that's the front of it. And here's another one of them, because you can see this right through here. It's the reason I put it there. I thought it looked really nice that you could kind of a peekaboo thing. And then I used another one of the photos and the little frames in behind it, because it was just plain. It's just a plain piece of parchment paper that I sewed, and I done a little stamping on this. And like I said, all it was plain piece of parchment paper. It's not a pocket or anything. And then here is another little part of the envelope or whatever it was. I'm not sure anymore. It's been a while since I made it. But I put this here, and you can just do some writing in here. And I've done some stamping on that also. And then when you get with that, you just flip it over this way. And I made 2 pockets. And this right here I got from a friend of mine. And I thought it was so pretty. I love the color of it. Anyway, it's just got 2 pockets in it. And I did sew right down the middle of it. And I just put couple little cards in it. And you can put whatever, finish it up. And it just all goes back down like that. And of course, I didn't do anything to the back of it. I just left the back of it. Yeah, I could put a pocket on it or something. But anyway, that's that part. And then I just made a little bitty envelope. Nothing in it, just plain. Left it blank so you can write in it or whatever. And that just says Vintage Couture right there. I don't really want to take this ribbon off here, but I will move it over. Yeah, just Vintage Couture. And these are just, like I said, I just folded it over and just left it. I've done some stamping. It's got the butterfly and everything. That's just a piece of muslin. Just a little piece of fabric that I tore to go in. And then, like I said, all this right here will go in this bag. And then whenever I get ready to send it off or share it with somebody, it'll be ready to go, and it looks good. And so, anyway, that's that. And I needed some more bags. Anyway, I was glad to know that I can make them. Anyway, you guys leave me a comment, and I hope you're safe and cool, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.